Welcome to Sweet Soul Pilates. Please remember to engage your core, protect your spine, breathe, and be sweet to you. Today is a very special day because it's my birthday, and we are going to do a full body Pilates flow. I'll give you some time to get adjusted on your mat and get ready today for our 16-minute exercise. And let's begin. We're going to start with some stretches into child's pose and back to neutral. And let's begin. So we're really getting a nice stretch in our arms. And when we return to neutral, we are engaging our core. But as always, please remember to breathe. We'll do a few of these. Last one. And we'll stay in this position. I am coming up on my toes, but feel free to leave your feet as they were. And we're going to do some push-ups. So we're really just taking our forehead to the mat, gently bending our elbows, and coming back to neutral to repeat. We'll do a few of these. And last one. And then we're going to take ourselves all the way down to the mat on our stomachs with our legs extended. And we're going to be doing a chest raise from the mat as so, and back down. Again, please remember to exhale and inhale through any difficulty that you feel. And if you are shaking at any moment, that means you're doing it right. Good job. And now we are going to take our elbows to our waist with that chest raise from the mat. Let's begin. Again, we're really targeting that lower back, upper back as well, and the top of our butt. We'll take a few more of these. And last one. And now we're going to take our arms back and overhead, sort of like an arm sweep. We'll begin. We're still incorporating that chest raise from the mat, but just a very gentle lift. Nice and controlled arm sweeps. We'll do a few of these. And now we're going to bring ourselves up to do some lift backs. You'll step 1 foot back at a time and begin. Again, if you feel yourself shaking, that is a good sign that you're challenging some of those core muscles that we want to activate pretty much each time we're doing Pilates. Just a few more. Last one. And we'll bring ourselves back to our knees. And now we're going to do single arm sweeps. What I like to do is rotate my arms around with my palms facing my body when I go back with my arm, and then my palms facing outward when I bring it back to the top, but that's up to you. We'll do just a couple more of these. And now we will do the other side. So left arm or right arm if you started with the left. Let's begin. Get a nice little squeeze each time we take our arms back for that sweep. And last one. And we're going to come down on our left forearm with our right hand placed over our left hand, underneath, anywhere that feels comfortable. And we're going to do some hydrants. So we're opening up our right knee and back down to our left knee. Please be sure to breathe in this Pilates move. Just a few more. And now we're going to do the hydrants as well, but with a leg extension. Let's begin. Each time that we do the leg extension, we're coming back into hydrant position and back to repeat. Last one. And feel free to come up off of your arms for a moment and back to that same position. Left forearm, right arm, but now we're extending our right leg for some leg lifts. I like to take my gaze over where my hands are or down towards the mat. We'll do a few lifts and then we'll take it to the other side. Last two. Awesome. So we'll rotate it around. And now we are on our right forearm. Left arm is holding us stable directly into those hydrants. We'll do a few of these. Again, nice and controlled. Last one. And in the same position, just like the other side, we'll take our hydrants to a leg extension. Let's begin. Just a few more of these. We're really almost to the end. I'm proud of you all for getting through this full body exercise today. Last one. And again, feel free to come up off of your hands and back down to this position for those leg lifts. We'll take a few more lifts here. Last one. And now we're going to flip ourselves around to seated for some lean backs. So our feet are planted in the front of the mat, knees are bent, and we'll gently lift back and back up to center. I'm raising my arms here. Feel free to add an arm raise for a little extra challenge, but if not, you can keep them centered. Please remember to breathe through any difficulty or shaking that you feel. That is a good sign. And last one. Still in this position, we're going to do our lean backs, but going all the way down to the mat this time with our arms overhead. And curling back up to center. Just a few more of these. And now we're completely down on the mat. We're going to bring our knees in just a little closer. And we'll start with some chin to chest crunches. Feel free to place your hands behind your head. And let's begin. Again, this is chin to chest, so your back isn't necessarily coming off of the mat that much, just your shoulders. And remember to breathe as you come up, bringing your chin to your chest. Just a few more of these. All right. And now we're going to bring our elbow to knee without lifting our knees in this one. Just bringing our elbow up towards the opposite side of our body and back down. And we'll alternate sides. We'll take a few more of these. Last one. And now we're going to incorporate the legs with the elbow to knee. And let's begin. So I'm taking my right elbow to my left knee and left elbow to right knee. And we'll continue alternating. Just gentle taps. If you can't bring your elbow all the way to your knee, that's completely fine, as long as you're getting up there. We'll take a few more. Last one. And now we'll bring our legs to tabletop for some toe taps. Your arms can stay extended on the sides of you. Feel free to bring your chin to chest for a little extra challenge, or keep your head on the mat. If your head is raised, you can place your hands behind your head for additional support. Just a few more of these. Last one. And feel free to give your legs a nice little hug. And we'll return back to tabletop for double taps. Same concept here. For a little extra challenge, you can lift your head, bringing your chin to chest, or leave your head placed on the mat. And again, you can sweep your hands behind your head for that additional support if you choose to have your head lifted. Last one. And we'll bring our knees to chest again for a little hug. And thank you so much for coming to Sweet Soul Pilates again today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.